Hello everyone. This is going to be a revision of some of the important topics covered in 11th standard web designing, that is HTML5. Now these topics that we are revising now will be necessary to create a foundation for the advanced web designing topic that will be in our 12th standard. So let us revise the important terms in web designing and create a good foundation. The first one, HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. The language with which we are going to write our code to create web pages. What is a web page? A web page is a simple text file that will contain our HTML coding, and we will save our web page with the extension .html. So a text file will have the extension .txt, whereas a web page will have the extension as .html. So you can see this example that is given here, college.html. Okay. Next, what is a website? A website is a collection of interlinked web pages. So each of these individual web pages will be interlinked with each other. So for instance, we can have a pre-primary.html, school.html, and college.html. And all of these pages interlinked together will form a www.fatheragner.net website. Next, once the web page is created, how are we going to view it? How can we view it? We need a web browser. A web browser is a software or a program with which we can view the web pages that we have created. You all will be familiar with the web browsers. We have used Firefox in our lab. Otherwise, we usually use Google Chrome, and there are many other examples. Next, web browser is on the client platform. Where is this website or web pages located? These web pages, website, are placed in a web server which makes it available over the internet for the web browser to view the web pages. So we use the HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol, by which the browser and the server communicate, and I as a user am able to view the web page. Example is IIS, which is a common web server used over the Windows platform. Once you have created your web page, how will you be able to view it on the browser? On the browser, we will provide the address of the web page or the address of the website. This address is called the URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Okay. Next, the basic structure of a web page. First, we start with the not doc type. First, we start with the not doc type HTML. This tells us that the version of HTML that we are using is HTML5. After that, the main tag that is used is HTML. So we have the opening, the starting tag and the ending tag. Next, within that HTML, immediately after the HTML tag, we have the head tag, which also contains the title. Title will not come as the content of the web page. Title will appear in the title bar or in the search engine. When we Google our website, in the search engine, the title and the description will appear. So the content of the document, or in other words, the content of the web page, will be given in the body tag. So the basic structure, we all have to be familiar with it and have a good understanding of it. Be sure to put the title tag within the head tag. So the head is opening and closing, and within that the title tag is coming. Okay. Next, there are two terms, tags and attribute. Now we saw HTML tag, we saw head tag, body tag. Now tag is a meta information. Within that, how are we specifying properties for these tags? Now suppose you have a body tag. In the body tag, whatever content you give, it will be displayed in the web page. Like here, it is written hello world in the heading. We have specified hello world. So that is going to be displayed as the content of the web page. Now we want to give a color to this web page. So here we are using BG color, which is the attribute of the body tag. This is the attribute of a body tag. BG color is an attribute of the body tag. And for each attribute that we use, we will specify a value of that attribute. The value can be changed for the attribute, and accordingly our web page will differ. Next, heading tags. Now web page, the content can be displayed in a variety of forms. If I am displaying a title of the page, I might want to use the heading 1, H1, which will display the heading in bold and big letters. So similarly, we have H1 to H6 headings, and in accordance to how we want to view our information, we can use each of these headings within the body tag. H1 is the highest heading and H6 is the lowest heading. When we display the content in the web page, we want to make it attractive. We want the appearance to differ. Some content we might want to highlight. Some content we will want to keep it in the normal size. Some content we will want to keep it in a smaller font size. So for each of these content specifications, we have a particular tag. These are called the physical tags. They make the web page appearance look more attractive. The first one is a bold tag, the B tag. This whatever is being displayed within the starting and end of the B tag appears as bold, highlighted. For instance, the hello will appear like this. Then we have the italics tag, the underline tag. Any text that is displayed, that is written within the U tag will be underlined. The small tag, which will make the text within the small tag to appear one font smaller. Then there is a subscript tag. Suppose I am writing a formula like C2O. So this 2 will be a subscript. I will specify the 2 within the SUB tag. And if I'm putting a date of birth, for instance, I put 10th and I'm putting TH on top. So this TH will come as a superscript. So SUP tag will be used for the TH. Subscript will come down, superscript to put the text above the usual text. Then there is insert tag. Any text that is inserted will be displayed within that. Then there is delete tag. A line will come on the text that has been deleted. So the user knows this text has been deleted. Then there is a highlight. How the text can be highlighted is with the mark tag. So go through these physical tags. It will be useful for your coming up assignments. Next, so we already know a website is a collection of interlinked web pages. Each of this web page is linked to another web page. And how are we going to create links? We create links with the anchor tag, A tag. Okay. Now here, for example, we have the A tag given here, and the attribute of A tag is Href. What is Href? A short form of HTML reference. In Href, we specify which web page we want to link the current web page to. So here we will give a value. In my current web page, I want the link to be created to w3schools.com. Okay. So the A tag starts here and A tag ends here. Within the starting and ending of the A tag, I specify the text that I want to use as the link. So when I specify here, visit our HTML tutorial, that is the link that is being created on my web page. And when I click this, it will go to the w3schools.com. Next is the image tag. Now when we create web pages, we want to be able to make it more attractive. We might use it to display pictures, photographs, which in other words are called images. So to help us do this, we have the image tag. IMG tag. Okay. So for the IMG tag, the attribute SRC is present, which is the source of the image. So your web page needs to know where your photograph or picture has been stored. So when you put the SRC attribute, you will specify the entire path of your image along with the extension of that image. Then there is height and width attributes, which will specify which size you want to use your picture file, how you want to display it. And the next is the alt attribute. Alt attribute is an alternate name for the image file that is being displayed. Suppose your image file gets deleted or is at present not present in the location provided in the SRC. That time your web page will display the alternate name of that image file. So this is also an important attribute to be provided for the image tag. So we already saw hyperlinks and we saw the image tag. Now combining both of these, we are going to create the image hyperlink. Now when you want to use an image as hyperlink instead of text, so the A tag, the A tag, the anchor tag has the attribute href. In href, I'm specifying the web page or the script language is given here. Do not get confused. But you can specify, let's say I'm giving default.html. Okay. So that is the web page that I want to want my current web page to link it with. Next, within the starting and the ending of this A tag, I'm going to specify the image tag. Okay. Now when I give image tag, I'll specify the src attribute, alt attribute, and I specify the height and width. Okay. Now, so that image here will be displayed in my web page. You can see here in the output one smiley image comes, and when I put my mouse over it and click it, it will take me to the default.asp page, because that is the page that I have linked it to. The href attribute holds my default.html. So these are the basic topics of revision from our 11th standard textbook. Please go through it, and coming up will be your assignments. The link will be shared soon, and the instructions will also be shared in the coming presentation. Thank you.